Okay, Leo, welcome to your May 2026 reading. We're just going to get straight into it. And remember, only take what resonates, leave the rest, check your other placements. Okay, one last shuffle, and we are getting started. Yeah, cards are very resistant. That's usually a sign. Okay. Four of Swords. Crossed by the Star. This is taking time for yourself. That is key right now. Above you, crowning, Ace of Swords, the past, the Tower. Can you say recuperation time? What's exiting is the Ace of Pentacles. Before you, Page of Cups. Okay, your strength, Empress. The environment, Eight of Pentacles. And hopes and fears is the Knight of Wands. This is interesting. Potential outcome, the Emperor. Yeah, you're stepping back into your power. You're getting back into a very powerful position, one in which that I feel you may have went through an experience of something that looked good on the surface, but something unexpected happened with a particular offer or opportunity here. And it kind of knocked the wind out of your sails. So you're in this place of healing, rest, recuperation. And you're looking for new ideas, new ways of doing things, and your personal truth. Right before you, Page of Cups. Messages, unexpected messages. Look at the fish. This person is very surprised that there's a fish in that cup. So you might receive some unexpected news or message that kind of pulls on your heartstrings. But you have this place of relying really heavily of being very productive. Look at this. Eight of Pentacles with the Empress. Very productive, proactive in your own life. And you're hoping that something new, it feels like a new opportunity, a new message that really speaks to your heart. And you're hoping that it takes off. And looking at this Emperor card, it feels like it really is going to take off. But there's a certain pacing to this. Almost like you want it to take off, but there's still a fear of moving or jumping too soon, if that makes sense. Okay, let's take a deeper look at this. The future looks promising. And by the way, I just realized this. We have the Emperor and the Empress on the board. That is a power couple. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. Especially with this Page of Cups here. Could meet this person through work endeavors. Okay? The chaotic aspect seems to be in the past. You've already went through the Tower. You've went through the collapse and the fall of something that you thought was promising. Yes, like I said, you are in this resting period, this healing period, but you're definitely seeing things more clearly now. Okay? And with this Knight of Wands, here in the hopes and fears. So yeah, like I said, you want that momentum, you want that passion, but you have this fear of doing another impulsive move. So we're going to break this down here. You got the King of Wands and the Five of Wands. So I would say that there was somebody really exhibiting their power towards you. But the King of Wands here could be your energy. And there is a certain inner struggle. So I feel like this is more of an inner battle than an external of you. Don't be so hard on yourself, Leo. I mean, we all go through this. This is a growth period. I feel like you did not see the collapse coming. Something on the surface seemed very promising. And I feel like I have to just keep on saying, don't blame yourself. And yeah, you go back and forth with it. What did I do wrong? And what was this tower? Let's go there. The Magician. Somebody manipulated you into this, tricked you. I'm picking up a trickster here. Somebody wasn't honest and tricked you into some kind of an agreement. And you're seeing it all very clear now. But the problem that you're struggling with currently is you keep going back and forth with almost blaming yourself. How did I fall for this? What could I have done differently? You're trying to find your equilibrium with this. Let's take a look at this Ace of Cups. Or Page of Cups, I'm sorry. Yeah, something's being presented to you. Something that speaks to you emotionally. Four of Cups here. But do I want this? You're afraid to take it. The Hermit. Whatever this is caused you to withdraw and go within. You know what you're worth. You know your value. You can be productive. You can produce and give birth to new ideas. Okay? But there's fertile ground here for to do something big. And that Eight of Pentacles in the environment says that there is work being done. Okay? This could literally be work and career. Somebody putting in the effort or surrounding the situation requiring consistency and skill. It may mean that some people around you, Leo, are watching you and watching you rebuild and seeing the effort that you're putting into your own healing. And that could be what this is too. It can be a very specific a work environment. You could be meeting somebody through a work environment, or you could be meeting somebody through your own healing efforts. Okay? But these hopes and fears with this Knight of Wands, show me this. Show me this, Spirit, about this Knight of Wands. Very defensive. Ten of Wands. This is you defending your ground, even if it feels like a heavy load. Give me another card. What is this heavy load? Heavy decision to make. Judgment. Okay, now we get it. There is a fear here of you making a bad decision again. A bad judgment call. And that is weighing very heavy here. And you're trying to get your footing. You're trying to get your grounding. Okay? And even though you have that passion here with this Knight of Wands, you're afraid of rushing into something again. Show me this Emperor energy, please. Show me the Emperor. Show me the Emperor. I think you've learned something here. We've got the Four of Swords again. I think this is rebound. Bouncing back from heartbreak. Triumph. Tackling that heartbreak, tackling that disappointment, tackling those fears. At this point in time, this almost feels like only you can stop yourself. I'm looking at a Leo that is unstoppable at this point. Somebody back here may have slowed you down a bit. And there's an offer here that you're examining, and you're like, I don't know if I want this. And I'm glad you're not jumping on anything right now. That you're taking your time to evaluate. What have I learned? You're going within. And I feel like this manipulation here is definitely directly related to this over here. Not so much to the Emperor, but to the situation of that disappointment, that heartbreak, that I can't believe I fell for this energy. But I feel like I'm talking to a Leo who's very, very hard on themselves. Don't do that. Under the deck, the Sun. Three of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. You're going to get there. You're going to get back into that sun, into that celebratory. I feel like there's a new group of people. May not come tomorrow. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but he's the most reliable, the most stable. And I think the cards are trying to say one step at a time. You'll get there. You'll be able to celebrate. You'll be in a much better place. There is this gaining structure back. Setting your boundaries. You're almost there, but just not quite. I feel there is still some work that needs to be done. And recognizing your value again. I think you may have lost that along the way, but part of the work is gaining your confidence back and your self-worth. See if there's any messages from this deck. Sorry, I am having a trigger finger here, and my thumb is extremely painful right now. Karmic partner. Abundance is near. Despite all this, I think you learned something about business, about finances, about partnerships. And this karmic partner was meant to teach you a lesson. And whatever that lesson is, it's leading to abundance. And that's very clear here with that Empress card. She is about abundance. And you are ending a cycle. So if you have been feeling a lack, don't worry. This is the end of a cycle. That lack is coming to an end. Inner child. Healing. It's also part of healing that inner child. The Leo that I feel like I'm talking to does have some childhood wounding, which has affected their adult life and even affecting current relationships. doubts, toxicity. The doubts is you doubting yourself. This is the devil card. This is also about betrayal. The debts. This is also about feeling lonely. This is like almost like 7 of Swords energy combined with 5 of Swords and it says 4 of Cups on here. Missed opportunities. So you're feeling like you missed out on something at times, but the reality is you were saved from something. This Tower moment saved you from something, okay? Something not so great. The Tower, like, even though it did not feel good and maybe even currently does not feel good, you are moving into a better space. I promise you. Wrong deck, Jen. Wrong deck. I promise you that you are moving into a better place, better space. And that Tower was a blessing. And like I said, it saved you. Okay, anything from this deck? The Gatekeeper. This Tower was the key. It's almost like, you know, that karmic partnership. I mentioned learning lessons from somebody. It's opening up a door. I think without going through this other opportunity could not happen. The Castle and Whispering Hall. So yeah, as difficult as the situation was, the heartbreak and pain, the loneliness, and this is empty house syndrome, these two combined. The Whispering Hall are the voices in the head that echo regret. Regretting something surrounding your home, your personal life, even back to your childhood. But everything that you've gone through up until now was the key that unlocked the door to something greater. So I hope this message helped you. And comment as you see fit. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.